For the first time in more than 5.5 years, we finally tonight have a few new answers to a question that has loomed over Indiana and over the town of Delphi. Who killed Abby Williams and Libby German?
From the end of the bridge to, you got to go through. Now, I believe that the bodies were found about 50.
Born from a family's grief and determination. In April of 2020, Army soldier Vanessa Guillen went missing while stationed at one of the largest military installations.
You hear that little music in the background that goes, "Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious."
Right.
Knew about it or was there. He's as guilty as the person who committed.
Chilling details in the arrest of a suspected serial killer caught before he could strike again.
Him, they dropped the ball, man. Like they said, he went AWOL, and that he was a deserter, and nobody went to look for him.
Today is not a day to celebrate, but the arrest of Richard M. Allen of Delphi on 2 counts of murder.
Like I said, we're going back. We were asked last time to kind of talk about the food, the grub truck video, and kind of give our perspective of it. The press release from the police department, it indicated that they're still trying to put pieces together from that night. Does that worry you at any point or at any bit that they're still trying to put those pieces together?
It's been over 5 weeks since little Kaylee Anthony vanished. Her mother, Casey, has been arrested for lying to police. She's being held without bail.
Hey, greetings from the year 3000. It still sucks. This is Philip J. Fry, and you're listening to The Drunken Turkey Show, your one stop for this sort of thing. Hit that button, like and subscribe. You know what to do, just like every other podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Drunk Turkey Show. I'm your host, Daniel J. Alongside with me is Big Blue. Forgive us for our tardiness as we have some breaking news. You guys can probably see it from the change of the title of the show, from the change of the thumbnail. We had some documents released, some documents that were unsealed, and it appears that maybe perhaps a murder weapon was involved in one of these in this document was found, and or we'll get through it. Big Blue, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just enjoying my Friday. I do have to work tonight, so it'll be a 9 o'clock time for me, but you know, it'll be a good night, man.
Oh, I hear you, man. You know, there's been a lot of question about this case as far as, you know, when it comes to Bryan Kohberger, when it comes to the fact that, you know, lack of evidence. You know, we've had, well, one speck of DNA on the sheath. We've had a lot of circumstantial stuff, right? You know, footage of a vehicle without a front license plate. We've had the, you know, basically him acting suspicious, wearing gloves, things of that nature. A lot of, you know, him having his phone off during the time of the commission of the crime, but yet nothing really concrete other than the DNA, and it was a speck, and it wasn't even DNA in the house. Now, it's been highly speculated that the murder weapon was going to be a knife sheath with the K-bar style, and let's go through some of this. So today, from the docket on Twitter, shout out to those guys. They released 769 pages of the sealed documents today, just about an hour ago. And a lot of this is repetitive. A lot of it's going through a lot of stuff. And honestly, I've only gone through probably about 50 pages. So I'm going to be going through this entire probably on Sunday, maybe Monday. And by Monday night, I'll hopefully we'll have the highlights of everything in here. And, you know, if you want to catch up with that, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe. We have 546 people already in here. Let's hit that like button. Let's get this thing going. So, Big Blue, do you have any comments yet before we get into it?
No, man. It's breaking news. What we've already kind of read. I got it. Like I said, like you said, we got to read through it this weekend. I got some reading material to go through, guys. I got to do my homework.
Yes, 769 pages. Wow. So
trying to read a book in a weekend, that's kind of tough for me because I work over there on weekends. But I'll try.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it does seem kind of repetitive, so we'll be able to scan through it and skip a lot of it. This is the motion to this page right here was the application for search warrant. This was to Apple. This is probably for his device. This says here, this is a matter came before the court on February 10th, 2023, and the court's motion to seal or redact pursuant to ICAR 32I. The hearing was held Zoom. Behalf of the state, Ann Taylor appeared behalf of Kohberger. The court reviewed the records and considered the arguments present, weighed in the interest, private-public disclosure, and announced its findings, fact for the record, therefore the pursuant. The court finds it necessary to seal the records related to the search warrant for the following reasons. The documents contain highly intimate facts and statements and publications of which would be highly objectionable to a reasonable person. That's odd. The documents contain facts and statements that might threaten the safety or endanger the life and safety of individuals, and disclosed would constitute an unwarranted invasion of personal privacy. So at least they're getting away from any possible, at least to this point, at page 5 of 769. No co-defendant, no, confidential informant. Yeah. And so, based upon the motion to seal the search warrants related to documents filed here in the court, does hereby confirm the order to that the affidavit of search warrant and including its exhibits, search warrant, return a search warrant, including any inventory items and order of confidential exempt from disclosure and are sealed pursuant to Idaho court. All right, let's continue. See, I'm trying to figure out exactly because I saw it already, but I'm trying to figure out what it is exactly that they got. And we'll get there. See right here, it comes back, confidential source. But this is something that we've already seen. The state of Idaho prosecuting attorney respectfully moves the court to pursuant. This is basically sealing the search warrant again. And here's where it says this is the identity of a confidential source. This is a different document because the last document that they had that we went over, it said disclose the identity of a confidential source / disclose investigative techniques or procedures. And this one has 3 as a disclose the identity of a source there. All right. Order to seal. See, this is a bunch of the same stuff. Same thing. I'm trying to find where it changes. All right, so this right here, this Coeur d'Alene Police Forensic Lab. This one's the AT&T. So these are all the search warrants. AT&T for the phone, AT&T, Apple, and so the only thing that is changing is who this motion to seal the search warrant for was. So this is what they're searching at this point, right? The forensic lab.
Somebody said the confidential source could be a private detective, which the Goncalves family did hire a private detective.
That is true. Amazon. So this is where it starts to change. And the matter became before on court February 10th. The court reviewed records, considered arguments presented, weighed its interest, private, public, blah, 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 finds necessary to seal. All right, it is hereby ordered that the record herein shall disclose, except for the following: the affidavit to support the search warrant, the amendment affidavit in support of a search warrant sealed, the search warrant amended, search warrant receipt and inventory redacted. The order will remain in effect until further order of the court. All right, and that was to Amazon. There's another one to Amazon. Same stuff. Amazon, same things. All right, here's where it changes. All right, so this is the District Court of Second Judicial District of the state of Idaho. This is the matter of the search warrant application for Amazon. This says, I, Detective Lawrence Maury, the officer whom this warrant was executed, do certify the appended inventory contains a true and detailed account of all property taken by me or other officers pursuant to this warrant, and this warrant and property have been duly returned before Judge Megan E. Marshall at 9 o'clock on the 14th day of December 2022. All right, so this is before the arrest of Kohberger, right? I certify under penalty of perjury to the law of state of Idaho. So I, Lawrence, be duly sworn, do hereby state the following information is true to the correct and best of my knowledge and belief, that I am employed by the Moscow Police Department as a forensic detective. Affidavit has been trained and qualified as a peace officer for 12 years. November 26, I obtained a search warrant for Amazon. The warrant was served on November 26 by email, fax, email, etc. And on December 8th, I received an email from Amazon which contained the requested information. An inventory was prepared for all the items received. The information received was placed into evidence at the Moscow Police Department. So they received a warrant for Amazon, and it says an inventory was prepared for all items received. Okay, but from Amazon, does this make sense to you, Blue? Like, what is it that they exactly searched from Amazon?
Probably his buy history.
His
purchase history, like what he got delivered.
Right, but why does it say an inventory of the items received? It sounds like they picked up something, right?
Yeah, like he ordered more than one, like probably a couple things.
All right, so this is where it gets good, y'all. All 807 of y'all, thank you so much for being in here.
Hit that like.
Hit the like button. Let's get the algorithm going. So it goes here. It says, on the 26th day of November 2022 at approximately 3:32 p.m., officers, Detective Lawrence Mowry, says property found. Okay, so served the search warrant heretofore issued upon the place and the persons described therein as directed in said search warrant. Entrance was obtained by Amazon.com, right? The property found and taken and the location within upon said place and or persons are as followed. ASIN number, and then there's a serial number. K-bar full-size U.S. Marine Corps fighting knife. Right? ASIN number, and then there's another serial number, and then a K-bar 1217S. K-bar 1217S. I'm going to look up what both of these things are. Let me just look that up really quickly. What do you think so far about that? Do you think that that's something that he purchased from Amazon and that they only have maybe a receipt of his purchase from Amazon? And again, this is in November 26. This is before a lot of information was disclosed. This is before the sheath was brought to our attention, things of that nature. What are your thoughts on it, Blue?
I think the second one's going to be the barcode for a sheath.
17S. Barcode for a sheath.
Yeah. A sheath for a K-bar knife.
Makes sense. 1217S. I can't. My damn dyslexia is kicking my butt. I keep putting 17. Yeah, that's the leather sheath. You're absolutely right. And so there's a serial number on the leather sheath.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everything nowadays has a serial number now.
If there's a serial number on the leather sheath, let me pull this up. I apologize. So you have a K-bar knife. You have two different items here. You have the K-bar full-size U.S. Marine Corps fighting knife. Then you have the K-bar 1217S, which is just the sheath itself. That is just the sheath, and it sells from Amazon. And so this is the one he may have purchased.
Yeah, right. That's pretty close. And then I'm pretty sure they're going to start showing the pictures later when they have them in court. It'll be a match.
Well, if they have this receipt here, right? They have this receipt here, and there's the serial number for the sheath that was found, and if it matches, that's hard. That's hard to prove. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He can't say, "Oh, I forgot about that," or somebody stole it, because he never reported it stolen. So,
right. And then also, this is going to tell when these items were purchased.
Mm-hmm.
Now he didn't live there for very long, so he purchased these items while he was living. Well, there's a couple of things we can put together, right? He changed his cell service prior to moving there to AT&T, and so perhaps maybe he got a new phone. Maybe that all this is on the new phone, on the new service plan. So that would make us believe that, this knife wasn't purchased until after he moved to the Moscow area, Pullman area. Right.
Yeah.
And so this describes what it is: leather sheath, UMC logo. It doesn't say location. For location doesn't state anything. So I'm guessing this is probably just a receipt for the items that he purchased. But it shows that he had purchased the K-bar knife, right?
It does, yes, sir.
All right. So now there's a lot of this that we still need to go through. Like I said, we're barely on page 25 of 769.
But like, to me, if I was thinking in his shoes, why order it on Amazon? Everything's tracked through Amazon to your name. You can't even buy stuff as a guest on Amazon.
Well,
put your email.
Clearly, the more we learn about this case, the more we find out that Bryan Kohberger is probably not as intelligent as he makes himself out to think.
Because if I was me, I had to buy a weapon for this kind of thing. I'd be hitting up pawn shops and flea markets, man. They can't track it. It's cash transactions. Well, pawn shops can, but flea markets.
Yeah, the flea market wouldn't. But, you also got to think that this guy probably thought, I'm going to commit the perfect crime, right? And they're never going to even look in my direction. He's never going to be a person that's going to be brought up. He brought it up to his neighbor that he said, this seems like a crime of passion. And if so, I think that might be I guess like a little sneak peek of the direction that we think maybe perhaps the defense is going to go to. Somebody said, was he buying this to replace one that was lost? I don't think so, because there's also a knife included in there. It's not just the sheath. It's the sheath and the knife that he purchased. Either crazy stupid or being framed. Now, the being framed part is difficult, because if they were able to pull this and they have the receipts here and they have the date of which he purchased this item, then, that's kind of crazy. Thank you so much, Great and Powerful Trixie. We appreciate that. Let's see. I'm going to try to go through some of this, just kind of scan through it while we talk a little bit about it. See right here. It says right here, search warrant. Any peace officer authorized to enforce or assist in enforcing any law in the state of Idaho, Lawrence Maury, having given me proof upon oath this day showing probable cause, established grounds for issuing a search warrant, and probable cause to believe that the property referred to and sought out in the upon said premises consists of the information of the crimes of the homicide and the possession and control of Amazon related to the sales of the following item period of January 2022 to present. Well, they put a lot of twos there, but January. So they're saying that at some point last year, from January 2022 to the time that this document was issued, that they believe that Bryan Kohberger purchased these items from Amazon.
Yeah. I want to thank Alice for being a new member. That looks like a nice catch.
Oh, nice. We're fishermen ourselves, so we like to go out there and fish. Search warrant. Account information for the above name of individuals and entities on Amazon.com or affiliates websites, including but not limited to contact information, billing information, account opening date, account closing date, and any other information retained in connection to identified accounts. Now, this thing brought up maybe something, an affiliated website. Is it possible that this guy thought he bought it from somewhere else and it just was an affiliate website through Amazon, shipped it out through Amazon, and he didn't even know?
It could have. Yeah, because, But I think it'd be more like you bought it on Amazon from a secondary person, because it tells you on there that it's not coming directly from Amazon. Like it's not a Prime. You're getting it from a second shipper.
Right. Now, remember early on in this investigation, there was a lot of like boots on the ground investigators, internet YouTubers, and they've questioned like some of the stores and asking about if police had gone in there asking about the knife. And early on, they were looking at the nearby stores, but then that kind of stopped.
Yeah.
I guess this is why they were on Kohberger immediately, in my opinion. And so this says here, order details, purchase histories for all transactions conducted by the above named individuals, entities on Amazon.com or by any Amazon.com affiliated storefront, web store, including IP address information, purchases made, payment information or payments made, Amazon.com to or from the above name or individuals, entities, including payments. So just basically all the information. Electronic records, electrically stored records shall be produced in electrical form and shall include those records held, technological data, service provider, text data. So text data related to transactions shall be produced within the data file. And so everything that had to do with the purchase of this knife is basically what it's talking about.
Yeah. And then I know Becky on there, but it's kind of vague. We're jumping to conclusion. It's not too vague. I mean, it's the actual serial number of the sheath. I mean, of course, we have to see what they have in evidence too, but I think it's good evidence.
Yeah. This is probably the strongest piece of evidence that I've seen. I've questioned a lot of things. I've questioned the white car, right? Idaho Moscow Police Department came out and stated that they had thousands of cars matching the description of that vehicle, right? I questioned the description from Dylan of the person inside the house because, one, maybe she's under the influence of alcohol or anything else. Two, it's dark, it's not lit. Three, the only thing that she really saw well was the fact that he was, about 5'10" or so, 185 pounds, athletic but not muscular. And that, or muscular but not athletic, one of those weird ways that they described it. And that, I didn't think that her description was strong enough to hold up. I didn't think that the phone pings, you had one where it stated that he was pinged in Moscow when he wasn't on there on that date. So up until this point, I didn't find any of the evidence very strong. Even the touch DNA, we talked about that. And to a certain extent, I guess he can still say that he lost this knife or this knife sheath or something of that nature. But I don't think that they, what's the word I'm looking for?
I think everybody's getting confused. They don't have the knife. Right now, the info we're putting out is that from his Amazon order, he ordered a knife, a K-bar knife, and a sheath, and we're believing it's the one that was found on the scene.
Yeah, when we were reading it the first time, it was saying that they had it in their possession, and so it's not from. And again, I want to highlight this. This is page 30 of 769. This came out just a few minutes ago, I think around maybe about an hour ago or so. And so we're still going through it. We got to go through the highlights, but apparently they have a receipt proving that Kohberger purchased the knife and a knife sheath. Let's see. Patricia with a $2 super chat. This is the search warrant, not the results. No, actually it is. And it talks about what it was that they recuperated right here. Yeah. This is the receipt and inventory. Right. So this is the receipt of property that they received from Amazon. This is where it was obtained by Amazon, description of property, Not only does it have the K-bar knife that he purchased, but it also has the serial number. And it has the sheath that he also purchased, leather sheath, the UMC logo, K-bar 1217, and it also has that serial number attached to it. If this, go ahead.
Somebody put, when was it purchased? There's 769 pages for us to try to figure that out still.
They found this out on November 25th, or November 26th, from what we understand. Now, so it was before then, based on everything. And this right here talks about that the items that he purchased were, one, a K-bar K1217S UMC fighting knife sheath and a K-bar full-size UMC straight edge knife. Right, and that's where we're at right now. And it said located in or upon the following described premises, which is Amazon. And it's talking about the payment. It's talking about payment, where they paid from, how he purchased it. They were using AT&T and Apple search warrant. So basically, all this information is basically pointing to the fact that this item was purchased by Bryan Kohberger. They're also putting in his bank statements. So it's like what they're trying to do is cross out the fact of somebody saying, well, just because it was on his account doesn't mean he purchased it or it went to him. So that's why they say, all right, it was purchased on his phone, on his person, sent to his house, things like that. So that's why it has the text data, the electronic data, the electronic records. All of that is just to pinpoint it. You know how when they say that, all right, there's a white car out there, doesn't mean he's driving it, right? Well, if they have a picture of him driving it, then that's where that goes. And then, well, let me rephrase that. So in the probable cause affidavit, it talks about the times that they pulled him over, right? And what they were trying to reference was that every time that they pulled him over, he was the sole occupant and the driver of the vehicle. They're trying to show a pattern that he doesn't lend his vehicle out. And so with all this stuff up to this point is just showing us that he is the one that, in fact, did make this purchase. It was off his phone with his bank account, all these other things. That way he came back and say that, hey, man, somebody else bought it or whatever the case may be.
Under they said that, because there's a question on there, how did they get this Amazon account? They subpoenaed for it. They subpoenaed Amazon for it. And they got the information.
But my question to you, Big Blue, is, and this is conspiracy theory hour. They subpoenaed him on the 26th of November. They found his vehicle the November 25th. How did they put those two things together to get a subpoena or get a search warrant from Amazon?
I think they're watching them.
Exactly. So all this talk about confidential source and everything else, I think somebody said something and they pointed the eyes in that direction. And as soon as they were able to start to tie in a few things, they were able to obtain the search warrant and go forward. It's like training day. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove, right? It's true. They may have known very, very early that this was Bryan Kohberger. They just did not have the proof yet. Let's see. And I agree with you, Chelsea Empire FC. Yeah, and for those that want to read the 769 pages off the docket right here, the docket, this guy at Chasing Paper 89, let him know we sent you guys. He's the one that put it out there, and so he releases a bunch of information and a bunch of the records, but so far it looks pretty crazy, man. Do you think that, wait, hold on. Do you think that perhaps what would be a plausible explanation for this if you were Bryan Kohberger?
A gift for an uncle or a cousin. All right, he got it and gave it away and never saw it again.
Mm-hmm.
Or a gift for a friend, and then they got to track the friend down and see who he gave it to.
Mm-hmm. See, this was all just basically telling like all the. See, this search warrant is issued for law enforcement purposes. Amazon is ordered not to disclose the existence of the contents of the search warrant or information furnished in the response to the search warrant for a period of 90 days. Amazon shall disclose the described property and information within 14 days of issuance.
So my question is, like, sometimes Amazon will like stop selling certain things. I wonder, now that people know what he ordered, people are gonna go start buying that damn knife.
I wouldn't be surprised. See, right here, November 26 is when it says here the state of Idaho, through Ashley S. Jennings, Latah County senior deputy prosecuting attorney, moves this court for an order extending the time for returning the above referenced amended search warrant, which was issued on November 26. The search warrant was directed by court to be served within 14 days of issuance. During business hours, the warrant was served by Detective Lawrence Morey on November 26 by email. However, as of this date, the information has not been received. Motion for extension to return search warrant.
Somebody says, how can the new sheath come off the belt? Maybe somebody tugged on it.
I don't think he had. I don't think he had it on his belt.
Yeah, I don't know if he was wearing one either. Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. This is the sheath, right? This goes on your belt. If you're sitting in a vehicle, especially a white Elantra that's kind of small and cramped, with a knife inside of this sheath, that's going to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And especially if this is something that Bryan Kohberger had just purchased, and look, you can buy the knife right here as well. If he's not accustomed to wearing it, I think maybe perhaps he sat down, it felt uncomfortable. He took it out, put it in his pocket. When he got there, pulled the knife out, left the sheath behind because he was not experienced with it. Let's see, is this the K-bar knives, serrated edge? So this might be the actual one that he purchased. Now, are you familiar with knives, Big Blue, and what you can do with them?
No, I'm not a big knife guy. I have a few, but I just don't pay too much attention to them.
Gotcha. Well, based on the description of what we've heard, especially when it came to Xana's injuries, and it sounded like her fingers and her hands were sliced on both sides. That would be a double-sided or double-edged weapon. These don't come that way, so he would have made it that way, right?
Yeah, because those are dull on the top. I mean, I do have like one of my buck knives that has the skin shear on the other side, so I do know that they do come in different forms. So yeah. Got you.
And so this is crazy, man. It's crazy that, and thank you so much, Amy Harris, for your $1.99 super sticker. We appreciate you. Let's see. I'm kind of looking through a little bit here. Straight edge knife, not serrated. That's true. Let's see. I'll just put in exactly what it said. K-bar. Straight edge knife. Well, that's with the hard sheath. But this is the straight edge knife. Either way, it's still not. It doesn't have the double-sidedness to it.
I think in a few states it's illegal to have a double-sided blade, so Amazon won't sell it.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, he purchased it with an American Express. Again, this is so this is a search warrant for American Express, probably to, like I mentioned before, show multiple multiple pieces of evidence that he purchased this and not somebody else purchased it, and that it didn't go somewhere else. So American Express was also put on this search warrant. Who else?
That's why I think a lot of them, they don't sell like the butterfly knives. You know what I mean? The ones you find at the flea market and the throwing stars, because it's double-sided blades.
So this says here, on November 28th, I obtained a search warrant for American Express. The warrant was served on November 28th via email. I received an email from F.A. Michael Douglas containing the requested data. Copy of receipt was emailed. Whoa. Well, what? This says here, the application for search warrant, American Express, bank records. Detective Lori Murray and the FBI F.A. Michael Douglas. This search warrant herefore issued upon placed persons described in the directed area of said search warrant. Property found and taken at this location are as followed. And it says Ethan Chapin, comma, something's redacted. Madison Mogen, Xana Kernodle, Kaylee, all of the victims, comma, with something redacted. Whoa, thank you so much, Letty C, with your $49.99 super chat. You go ahead and read that, Blue.
The metallurgy will be able to be matched to the specific knife of the K-Bar factory. So any of the metal kind of like...
That's true.
Like the little pieces of the metal that might have got left behind from like when you sharpen it and stuff, they can track it to the exact maker.
Yeah.
Metallurgy?
Yeah. I think it's metallurgy.
You're talking to two dyslexic fools here, guys.
So, what do you think this is?
Maybe their phones?
No. This is American Express, right? This is a search warrant for American Express bank records. And they took the bank records of the 4 victims. Why do you think they took the bank records for the 4 victims?
Maybe to see who ordered the Grubhub, no? To see who was up at night to pick it up.
Or the DoorDash?
Yeah, the DoorDash.
You don't think it could be maybe they knew each other and maybe they bought something. Somebody bought something from him from American Express. Maybe had their American Express attached to their Venmo.
I don't know, maybe. But I want to say thank you for Chuck Mary for being a new member. And then we also got K-Nut as a new member. I can't click on it no more. But and then thank you for all the new members today.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. We appreciate you guys.
There's 1,700 in here. If y'all not subs, if y'all can sub, we're trying to get to the goal is 34, but we want to get to 35 because 34 is so close.
Yeah, we're very close to 34K.
So we're trying to move on up, just like the Jeffersons.
Now, here's the thing. This is just something I thought of. Maybe perhaps they were aware that somebody purchased something from Bryan Kohberger using an American Express card or from somewhere. And they needed to know who it was. So they had all of the victims placed on here.
Maybe he was selling something like on Facebook, like the offer up or something, and maybe one of them paid with a Cash App or Venmo account. Maybe. I mean, who knows? It's just speculations.
Yeah. It's just speculations. We're going through this with you guys, but I find this to be extremely, extremely odd. Now, let's just say he did buy something. Does that make? Let's just say he knew one of these victims, right? Let's hypothetical. Does that make the fact that he purchased a K-Bar knife or a knife sheath that was found in the house a little bit Does that diminish that evidence, in your opinion, at all?
No, because they never said that they knew him and he'd been over. It said that he, by the GPS records, show that he stalked them. Right? Remember, he's been around there a few times. But somebody put on there, yeah, OnlyFans. Well, who knows? We don't know if any of them had one, and if they did, it would show records.
That's true. That is true. And he had like a Venmo or something attached to that, and or he was trying to purchase something like that on there. There's a lot of things that can be speculated when it comes to this.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of girls and guys are out there on OnlyFans now. It's a good way to make money now.
Yeah. Thank you.
By the way, my OnlyFans is... No, I'm just joking. I wouldn't do
Yeah, he's joking now. He's joking now. Now that he said that, and all the requests that we're going to get in our email is going to say something else. Chuck Murray 0504 with a $4.99 super chat says, there's not a serial number on the cheat. The ASN is not specific. It's general number for the product. Okay. All right. That's good to know. That's good to know. Thank you so much for letting us know that. Thank you.
Yes. And
so that's just like a model number. That's just a model number versus, but I mean, at the end of the day, it still makes this evidence pretty damning in my opinion. Let's see what this is for. American Express. In the above titled matter, this court is having heretofore issued search warrant, and the said search warrant having been issued according to law and the return warrant having been duly made as directed of said search warrant of this court, a written inventory of the property found and seized having been duly made and taken before the undersigned magistrate or the judge being filed herein. That the said peace officer shall deliver this. Not much. This is just talking about bringing the evidence in. I'm kind of read this fast just so I can let you guys know if there's anything there. So this one says, go ahead.
Well, they're asking where they can see the records. They're on Twitter, on
the docket. It's
the docket.
Chasing Paper at Chasing Paper 89. He puts out a lot of stuff. Let him know the Drunk Turkey show sent you. Thank you so much. You can read that one.
Leticia Guerra, thank you so much for the $10 donation. Great job, guys. Y'all are amazing.
Let's see. All right, so this says here, having given proof upon oath of this day showing probable cause, steps, and grounds for issuing a search warrant and probable cause to believe the property referred to and sought out, and upon said premises, there is probable cause to believe that the property referred to and sought out and upon said premises consists of information related to the crimes of the homicide, to include all records and documents. Terms, records, and documents mean any and all intangible forms of expression in your possession, custody, or control in any language or format included, but not limited to writings, papers, and tape recordings, electronic video, audio recordings, video surveillance, microphone, electronic magnetic recordings, optical recordings, electric files and records, photographs, drafts, finished versions, originals, and copies, however created, produced, or stored, video surveillance images pertaining to the account transactions, to include amount, opening, deposit, withdrawals are included within this request. Supporting information can be provided to help identify surveillance video images for some of the transactions from September 1st, 2022 to the present, in the names or control of Ethan, Chapin, Madison Mogen, Xana Kernodle, and Kaylee Goncalves. Did you pull something up?
Oh, yeah. It says, the way they describe what they found the knife sheath on the scene, a little confused. We can still argue framed unless they find the murder weapon with the victim or Bryan's DNA. Well, you want to answer it, or?
I mean, okay, so if he purchased this knife sheath before the murders, right? Like, the police would have had to have known that he did that, and that had in his possession a weapon of this type. You get what I'm saying? For them to frame him.
Yeah. But also, there's also two other things. I mean, they have the touch DNA, which I think would be good. They have the GPS of him being around the area and Also stalking him, and also he had pictures of Madison, right? He was stalking her too.
Yeah, he did. Sissy says, "Did you get memberships to CC this morning?" I'm not sure. But guys, if you guys would turn on your membership, your gifting,
Yes.
there's been a lot of memberships gifted. We don't see it on our end from the StreamYard aspect of it, but they have been happening. And what we normally do on Fridays is we normally close down after about an hour, and then we do a members only video. Today, just because we're going through this, what we're probably going to do at that hour mark is just change the chat to members only chat, so only members will be allowed to chat at that point. So if you're interested in becoming a member to be part of the chat at the hour mark, we're not going to go members only live tonight. We're going to allow everybody to see all of this at the same time as we are looking at it.
Yeah.
So
unfortunately, I do have to get off at 9, so I won't be able to join you past the hour.
no, it's fine.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm only probably going to do probably about maybe 20 minutes after 9 anyway. So here's something right here. It says all open and closed accounts and records pertaining to the individuals, which would be the victims, whether they held jointly or several or trustee, just basically any account that they may have had access to it, right? To include all these accounts, individuals had signature authority, and that's basically all that means. And they want signature cards, statement data, monthly account statements, identification and names of assigned of all debit cards on the account, deposits and supporting documentation, including but not limited to evidence, cash canceled, deposit checks, front and back, transfers from other accounts, including full account numbers, names, and other credit information checks, and other withdrawals, including but not limited to the canceled checks, front, back, withdrawals, offsets, evidence of cash withdrawals, transfers from accounts, including account number and name, and other debit information, wire transfers in and out, including wire transfer instructions and evidence requested if possible, evidence of cash transactions and identifying information of individuals conducting cash transactions. Like, they want to know what the victims were buying.
Yeah.
This doesn't make any sense to me unless they think that somehow, maybe perhaps, they knew each other beforehand. Okay, so there's a couple of ways that you can figure that you can join. If you close the live chat and you look at the description of the well, there's two ways. If you close the live chat, there should be a word that says join if you're a subscriber. And the second way is if you hit the description button, there should be a link that says how to join the membership through there.
And I want to say, Sky Bro, thank you for the $9.99 super sticker. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you so much. So this is certificate of delivery. This is just search warrant stuff. When it was executed. Then this is from Apple. Let's see what they got from Apple. This is going to have a bunch of the same things over and over again. That's the one way that we can get through a lot of this pretty quick, is because it's just repetitive stuff, like the same things. All right, so on 11/23, so this is before they found out who Bryan Kohberger was. I received an email from Apple which contained the requested information. So on November 21st is when they did the search warrant for Apple. I'm assuming that this is one of the victims' phones or devices that they're using, because if we are to believe that they weren't on to Kohberger until the 25th, when Washington State University Police Department found his vehicle in his apartment complex, then this is before they had found out who he was. So I'm assuming this is for the victims. 1224 IME. Yeah, so this is just a phone. Whose phone? Maybe this isn't the victim's phone. Because you would assume that they would have the phone way before the 21st of November.
Well, I know they were tracking him to see where he was at. You know what I mean? So who knows?
But well, they didn't know about him until the 25th.
Yeah.
Whose phone is this that they needed a search warrant for?
Maybe one of the surviving victims, to see who they called, like in the morning, before they called the police 8 hours later.
Thank you so much, Danielle, for your 199 super sticker. Because 1224 is not Bryan Kohberger's last four of his phone number. It was like 80 something.
Kelly Flanagan, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you.
Identifier. Oh, it's Mogen account. It's Madison's phone.
Okay.
So remember that they said that Kohberger was messaging one of the victims before, and they said that that Bryan Kohberger had pictures of Mogen on his phone, right?
Yeah.
So this is Madison's phone that they had and that they needed.
Remember they said so. The one of them had a stalker. I think that's our answer.
This could be it, and I think what they needed the search warrant for was not so much for the phone, but what was inside the phone. Now, there's been rumors that Madison had a OnlyFans. If they had the card that he may have, if Bryan Kohberger may have used to purchase the subscription to her on that, and they needed the information from there to see if there was anything, any attempt of communication, which it sounds like there was, then they would need the search warrant to go into those, messages and things of that nature.
And those are rumors, but yes, it's not the first time I've heard that rumor, reading through some of the pages on the interwebs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is November 21st. And so November 21st, this is prior to Kohberger. This is why they're trying to figure out if one of them probably had a stalker, if there was messaging or whatnot. Apple is ordered not to disclose. Yeah, so it's a lot of the same stuff, but it tells us a little bit about what they're finding, at these places. So this is Apple again.
And she also had a Tinder account too, so that could be. You could have matched on Tinder.
Yeah. Let's see if this is a different one.
I want to say thanks to the opinionated idiot. It was a great time on your show last night, man. It says, good evening, boys. The best in the biz.
Thank you.
Just a normal show guy, but thank you, man.
So this one says here, this one's 1278. So this is for the search warrant for Apple phone 1278. Kernodle's account. Okay. So I'm sure that this is probably going to be the same thing that we're going to see for all of them.
Yeah, that's what I said. They probably went through everybody's phones. Because remember, somebody was on TikTok doing videos. They can't get on there to see if there was any evidence of him, like on those TikToks of, we can hear something on the other line without. And then sometimes, when we make TikToks, I know I make TikToks sometimes. I record it, and if I don't like it, I either delete it or put it on, save it and clip out what I didn't like. So maybe that's what they had to go to the phones to find out.
No, yeah, for sure. Thank you so much, Aria, for you becoming a member. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you. Grimaldi, like the Grimaldi pizzas.
Yeah.
Good place. Good place.
Oh, man. We are over an hour, so give me a second. So the chat has been changed to members only for the next 30 minutes or so while we're on the rest of the show. All right, so let's see. This is I didn't put it up, my bad. This is another phone, 1841. This one doesn't say whose it is like the other ones did. Oh, no, it does. Chapin. So this is that one's for Ethan.
Thank you, Dana Franklin, for becoming a new member. Thank you. And look, Mark was testing it. Test 1, 2, 3.
There it is. So in the matter of the application, 2,000. Thank you guys so much. We have 2,000 people in the live chat. If you guys can just hit that subscribe button, we would really, really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And the like button.
And Thank you, Art of the Diamonds of Eskies with Eskies.
Mhm.
And we also got Color Purple as a new member, and Beautiful. Is that Chaos? You can really say that.
Yeah, Chaos.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you
Thank
so
you for
much.
coming.
We appreciate y'all.
Thank you, guys.
Let's see. All right, here's where it. So this was the email from AT&T.
We got it, but I still can't drink till probably Monday because I'm on antibiotics for strep throat. So Monday, I would definitely, if I'm off, I would shotgun a tall boy.
So this one here was on the 23rd. This was from Corporal Payne for the search warrant of AT&T of everything that we had just seen. It doesn't say anything. But you know what's weird, dude? You know what's really weird? This is from AT&T mobile phones, right? This is all from AT&T mobile phones. You know whose phone so far that we haven't found was Kaylee's. Where's Kaylee's phone?
I haven't seen it on there.
Yeah, I saw all the other. I saw the other ones. I didn't see Kaylee's phone.
Thank you, Kathy Chapin. Maybe it's not. It wasn't under her name. Maybe one of the parents.
Well, you would see that here still, and so let's see what this says right here. This is the
Sandy W. Thank you for becoming a member.
Man,
we have 2,000 people. Hit that like, guys, and subscribe. We're trying to hit 35K, man. We're trying.
If half of you guys subscribe, we would be there. Let's see. Brett Payne was giving me proof on oath on this day showing probable cause, steps, and grounds for issuing a search warrant to believe the property consists of certain evidence regarding investigation of the crimes of homicide at 1122 King Road in Moscow, Idaho. It is on the AT&T account associated with the phone number blank between 1222. Wait. All right, let me read that again. Brett Payne having given me proof upon oath this day showing probable cause, establishing grounds for issuing a search warrant and probable cause to believe property consisting of certain evidence regarding an investigation to the crimes of the homicide at 1122 King Road, Moscow, Idaho, is on the AT&T account and associated with phone number blank between 12:20 at 12 a.m. to November 14th at 12 a.m. should be included in the user information, location data, and stored communications held by AT&T. Okay, so this is where they were getting they were trying to find, I'm assuming this is Bryan Kohberger's phone, and they were trying to get the historical data between those days to see, between November 12th and the 14th, to see if he was around that area. All customer subscriber information, including addresses or telephone numbers, social security numbers, birthdays, just identifying information, device, purchase information, if they bought anything during that time, any email address associated with the account and with the device that is currently on file, call detailed records, including detailed information on outgoing and incoming calls, cell site information, so that's to determine all known cell towers associated with outgoing and incoming calls, data records, include any, this is just to identify, basically to do the figure out where they're at, their location. Historical records, all text messages or MSN messages, including message content, cloud data. So they basically got everything that's on that phone, and this is just for the search warrant. And I'm assuming that's probably going to be Kohberger's.
Yeah, I want to thank Anna Music. Thank you for joining, and then also Linz D. Thank you for joining. We have a lot of new members, and remember, we do give giveaways to members. I think next Friday, I think we're going to do a giveaway. We're
going to be. It'll probably be another one of these guys. We have whoa, there it is. Another Drunk Turkey Show #DTS beanie that will be given away next Friday to a member on our members only show. Let's see. So, like, I'm barely at page 116 of 700. So, there's probably a whole lot more that we're not aware of. GPS coordinates. Oh, yeah, dude. Hey, you haven't seen the intro?
Yeah.
Wait till the end. You'll see a dance in Big Blue and his chonies. Yep, here it is. GPS coordinates. So all that was just to determine. So this is basically all the search warrant stuff that they've gotten so far and whatnot. This is fascinating. There is just so much information here, though. You know what I mean? See, this is, wanting the AT&T cell provider service between the hours of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. For records of identifying timing. So this is just to figure out if Kohberger was in the area during the commission of the crime.
They're asking when the caps are going to be on sale. I think we have a few on the works, but
yeah, we have a few green and black ones that are in the works, and we're also working with. I'll show you a little quick preview of what we have going on.
Thank you, Kelly Search for Answers, and it says Chief for the new memberships. Thank you, guys.
Let's see. I gotta find it.
But
we have a few things that are coming into play. But it's so we had like sweaters and stuff, but it's starting to turn into the summer, at least where we're at. And so we have some shirts, and we have a baseball shirt that says Drunk Turkey Show on it. A jersey, I'm sorry. I just, if you can find it in the live chat or in the where I sent that to you, Blue, you can send that back. You know what? I think I know why I couldn't find it. I think I was looking in the wrong place. Well, you can find it for me. That'd be great. Let's see. Share this back. Okay.
Let me see if I find it real quick.
Yeah, like a lot of this is just jargon and repeated. See, this is like some of the stuff from the repeated from the beginning. 128. What is this? Bank of America. So this is a new one. It says that on 11/21 is when they obtained the search warrant on November 19th. So this is before Kohberger. So this is, I guess, going through the victims. Yeah, these are going through financial records of the victims. Financial records of 3 other people. You see that?
I'm getting there. Sorry, I just got to the shirts.
No problem, man. Yeah, so we have financial records for the victims, and then it continues, and there's 3 other people that they wanted the financial records for. I'm assuming 2 of them are the other victims that survived, Bethany and Dylan. I wonder who the other one is. It may have been the other person on the lease.
Maybe.
Bank of America. Bank of America. Yeah, see, they have them. They have 3 people like that right here. It's all the same stuff that they were talking about with the other bank of American Express. And so I'm going through this Banner Bank. So there's another bank. This is on February 27th, Banner Bank.
I sent you the yellow and the red one, the green one. I don't know where it's at. Probably way more higher than that. We're working on colors.
Gotcha. So this one right here was on the 28th is when they got a search warrant for Banner Bank. Where's Banner Bank? Let's figure what's Banner Bank. I've never heard of it. Have you ever heard of that, Blue?
It's probably a small branch of a northern bank up north, maybe.
Maybe, but I want to know where it's from. It'll tell me more or less. This is from Washington, so this is from the area. I doubt it's Kohberger's bank. What I was trying to figure out if it was Kohberger's bank because of the date. Financial records for the 3 victims, or 4 victims and 3 others. Let's see. Banner Bank.
Yeah, it's only found those 2. Well, I got to jump off. I got to get ready for work. But I want to thank all 2,000 of y'all for being on here. You guys are amazing. Thank you for listening to us. And y'all take care, guys. I got to go to work. Got to try to rush there. But
You got a good one, Blue. Thank you for jumping on.
take care.
Laura Ray Beauty with a $20 super chat comes in, says, "You guys are the best, definitely leaders into getting the bottom of this crazy case. Get up the good work." Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see. And it'll be just me by myself, so going back and forth will be a little bit difficult, but I'm gonna do my best. Block Ink, formerly known as Square Ink. So this is the Square device, I guess. Why would one of them need a Square device? They had to be selling something. Let's see when this was taken. 19th. So this is from the victims. And this is Cash App, Square device block, Cash App. Cash App. And again, these are also for the other three. You can almost see a Y there. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, let's see. That kind of looks like a Y. I see the line coming down and then the swoosh there. I don't know whose name starts with a Y or last name starts with a Y off the top of my head. Let's see. Block Inc. $20 super chat. Banner Bank is in Oregon, Idaho, Cali, and Washington. So yeah, this is a West Coast bank. Thank you so much for your $20 super chat. Truly appreciate that. Yeah, so this is going to be for the victims. The Block Bank is interesting. It's at Cash App, apparently. This is for all of them. Block. Blue Ridge Knives, Inc. All right. This is different. So let's see. Blue Ridge Knives, Inc. What is Blue Ridge Knives, Inc.? Let's look that up real quick. Got a lot of words backwards in my head right now. Blue Ridge Knives, Inc. All right. Blue Ridge Knives, Inc. Wholesaler of knives in Virginia, which is definitely much closer to where Bryan Kohberger's family is in eastern Pennsylvania. Okay. They sell all sorts of different types of knives. Okay. Let's see when this was filed. Again, this is a bunch of the other same stuff. Blue Ridge Knives. Here it is. December 12th, I obtained the search warrant. So this is after they knew of Bryan Kohberger. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for joining and becoming the newest member. So they got something from Blue Ridge Knives. You know, there was a lot of conversation early on in this investigation as if only one knife was able to commit this crime with four victims. You know, the chances of that knife not being bent, hitting a bone, or breaking or chipping or something of that nature not happening, in my opinion, are a little bit low. And so, you know, I would think that he may have gone prepared with a second knife or not. Let's see. Wow, never mind. He purchased a K-bar. All right, so this is on the 13th day of December 2012, approximately 7:54 a.m. Search warrant, basically from Blue Ridge Knives. The property or the description was a K-bar 1217S UMC fighting style knife sheath. Known purchases and quantities of Blue Ridge Knives from K-bar. All right. So this is weird because this is why are they looking into this? This is how many knives that Blue Ridge Knives Inc. purchased. Because it says here on and about March 8, 2022, the purchase of 360 units. On and about the June 24th, the purchase of 480 units. Sales information should include description of items purchased, names and addresses to which the purchased items were sold to or mailed to. Okay, so they wanted, I guess, basically proof of purchases in bulk, I guess. Maybe not in bulk, but like maybe they put everything down at one point every 3 months or something. The search, that's weird. I don't understand this. Why are they asking for that? In the matter of application of search warrant, let's see. This is for Carter Communications. Carter Communications. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little confused. So they got the Amazon stuff where he purchased it. Then they have probably that he may have purchased the same exact knife and sheath somewhere else as well. Now, if we remember that the search warrant the warrant that was unsealed that when they arrested Kohberger. Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for joining us, Bryan. His knife history, yeah, it could be definitely that. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see, November 21st for Carter Communications. All right, what was it that Carter Communications gave you guys? A router. So they got a warrant for the router, probably to see what other devices connected to that router. Now, we remember Kaylee's dad said that Bryan touched their Wi-Fi. Now, we looked up the router and how it works and things like that, and apparently it doesn't send out like a signal of who they can attach to or what it can attach to. It only has a channel that is open for a device to attach to it. And it allows other devices to go into it if you have the right password or if it's unprotected to connect to it. And at that point, I would assume that there would be some kind of, history there of that connection. I wouldn't know if there was a history there if it connected to a device that wasn't familiar with it and didn't have the password. From my understanding, it's not. So it goes here. For all associated Spectrum wireless router with serial number and a Spectrum cable modem was also taken in. And they wanted the information between September 14th through November 14th. So I'm assuming September 14th is when maybe somebody moved into this or they're moved in or they switched to this Spectrum wireless or Spectrum as their internet provider. Thank you so much. Did I say? All right, real quick. First one, Patricia with the $2 says, same as Amazon. They want a list of all the buyers. And then we have Jennifer with a $5 super chat says, Amazon search warrant is for pulling sales on the item ASIN, not the serial number. It's a product identifier for Amazon. Isn't saying Big K bought it. Okay. Product identifier. Okay. And so maybe they're just saying that they sell these items. Let's see. I'm barely at 202 of 769 pages, y'all. There's quite a bit. Not sure yet. The Chicantique says Adam knows everything. Is his info on these 700 pages? Up to this point, I don't think so, but it's possible. There is a lot of people that are redacted. There are 3 names that are redacted. When it came to certain things, I think it was like the bank cards or something like that. So this is November 28th for Discover Bank. So, and again, for the victims plus 3 more. So maybe perhaps Adam is one of these guys that are also there. I'm assuming 2 of them are going to be, one of them's Bethany, one of them is Dylan. See, this is a lot of all the same stuff just repeated because it's over and over again. Discover bank cards. Dropbox legal compliance. All right. Oh, so this is Dropbox. Wonder why Dropbox. They sure were searching everything they could with when it came to technology. Dropbox is basically like a cloud type of thing where you can save legal documents and things of that nature. And the only thing it says IMEI, some kind of serial number for something. It's redacted. There's something there, but it's redacted. I wonder what they got. The Dropbox of account of blank with any of the following identifiers: email, addresses, phone number, or EMI, subscriber information for the above described account, including but not limited to username. Let me see if this is, if it goes through this more than once, then it's just going through the victims. If it says it just one time, then I think it's Kohberger, and it's just one time. Because the next one comes in is for eBay. eBay. What did they get at eBay? This is 1129. And it is for something that's redacted. Either that or they didn't get anything. Because this is where they have the description of the property. Oh, well. Again, the same stuff. Straight edge knife, K-bar. Says redacted. For information regarding the following eBay user IDs. All in the United States, 2 in Arizona, 1 in Idaho. Interesting. 1 in Pennsylvania, 1 in Washington, Ohio. What is that, like Wyoming, New York, Japan, Texas, Ohio, Washington, and Arizona. Okay. I don't know. $11.28 inventory of items from eBay. Something in writing. It just says data. It has an ASIN number and then data. As far as the description of what they got from eBay. I'm assuming it's also the K-bar knife stuff. Yeah. I wonder if these things were stuff that he was searching on. It's just weird. Idaho Central Credit Union. Did he sell the knife? That's possible. That's possible. Taking calls, not tonight. We were, however, this came out, and so we wanted to utilize the time as much as possible to go over this stuff. 1128 Credit Union. This is one of, for the victims, again, going through a bunch of their bank statements. That's what it sounds like. I think they believe, at least early on, that there may have been some sort of close tie here. And maybe there would be some sort of evidence by, maybe financial evidence there. Whoa. So for Idaho Central Credit Union, you have the 4 victims plus 5 extra people on here from September 1st to the present time, name or control of. Why are these other? I mean, like I said, I assume 2 of them may be the other victims that survived. Maybe one of Bryan Kohberger, but I don't know. He was just there for a few weeks. I don't know. That's something high priority when he moves there, is to get a credit union bank account from nearby. Not sure. Idaho Department of Labor. And the search warrant for the Idaho Department of Labor. What do they know? What do they know? Let's see. 1128, Idaho Department of Labor. Financial records. This time it's only just 3 extra again. A lot of financial records. I'm going to go through this, y'all, step by step, and we'll put our heads together, me, Blue, and Hyman. We'll come up with something here in the near future. For the rest of the time, the next 5-10 minutes or so, I'll just be taking your questions in the live chat. I'm at page 288. Like I said, a lot of this stuff is just repeated stuff over and over again. For the most part, but it does kind of give you an idea of what they were doing, and they were trying to find a connection between probably Kohberger and the victims, utilizing their bank accounts. Opinionated comes in these documents, it looks like law enforcement is really trying to find the connection between BK and the victims. I agree 100%. They're trying to find a connection between BK, the victims, and BK and the weapon. It looks like, when you have the Amazon Fire Stick, you have the Amazon account here that's on there as far as the search warrant goes and what they're looking for, and that they have some sort of data returned back, whether it's that somebody inquired about a K-bar knife style sheath, maybe perhaps they're able to look in there and see that Bryan Kohberger was looking at those types of knives. I don't know. It looked like they had some sort of receipt that appeared that he may have had purchased the knife. Yeah, because I'm still kind of scrolling through and I just see a bunch of stuff. So was he helping one of the girls money-wise? That's possible. I mean, I don't think so, but it is definitely quite possible. Like I said, I'm still trying to go through it. I'm on 3-something kind of another credit union. Just a lot of credit unions. And like I said, they're trying to really, really push it in. They got a USB device from this one. This one's from P1FCU financial records. That's all it is. A lot of this is credit union. It is. Can we see you without your glasses for a second? We'll see. Not tonight, but we'll see in the future. I have a lot of lights on, and long story short, they bother my eyes a little bit, so I prefer to wear the glasses. And it also helps me do a bunch of different things without looking like I'm looking around at 1,000 things at the same time. Another bank. So yeah, it's just all bank. It's all bank. Let's see. I remember that there was the conversation that he was wearing gloves in a lot of different places. So the question comes in: do you remember? Do any of you remember an interview with BK fellow classmates claiming that he wore gloves to class? I don't recall him wearing gloves to class, but I do recall that there being a lot of statements that he was wearing gloves to like the grocery store. He was seen, shopping carts and things of that nature, wearing gloves. So, yeah, I do remember that as well. Do remember that as well. I'm looking forward to like trying to see what else comes out of this. There's a lot of pages in here, so there's possibly something that I may have missed, but Wells Fargo, it's a bunch of bank statements. Let's see. I don't ever want to see your eyed. Okay. Let's see. Question here: do I see sociopath or psychopath in BK? Obviously, if it ends up being that BK was this guy, I would believe so. It doesn't look like he had much remorse or feelings about this situation. To me, there's a lot of. I feel that there's some similarity between BK and BTK. Not just the fact that Bryan Kohberger studied under the professor who wrote his autobiography, but also the fact that BTK looked at his, victims as projects. And it seemed like when you look at the extensive work that Bryan Kohberger was doing in his criminal justice classes, that he was trying to figure out what it felt like to commit a violent crime and what it felt like during the commission and, all these things. And to me, I strongly feel that that's what this was. He was wanting to fulfill those urges and those that curiosity that he had for talking to and probably meeting with and conversing with offenders that had committed violent crimes that have told him those things. And that's kind of the way I feel. If you guys haven't seen the movie Mr. Brooks, go watch that. That one kind of that one also made me that sparked in my head too. Let's see. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Didn't BK communicate with BTK? So BTK has come forward and said he hasn't. However, BTK's daughter has come forward and said that he's known to have lied in the past. So perhaps. Let's see. What about the glasses? Oh man, drink if I said things of that nature, people would be drunk. Thank you. All right, hold on. What is this? This is different. On January 27th, the matter came before court status hearing. The hearing was held via Zoom. Ashley Jennings appeared on behalf of the state of Idaho. Mr. Kohberger appeared in custody with his attorney, Ann Taylor, having weighed his interest in privacy and public disclosure. The court finds it prudent to unseal the records related to the status hearing on January 27th with redactions, including certain individuals' names, because the disclosure of this information might threaten or endanger the life and safety of said individual. Therefore, after due consideration with good cause appearing, is hereby ordered that the records related to the status January 27th be redacted and unsealed. And so this was as of March 1st, which is why we're probably seeing a bunch of this. Now, they keep talking about endanger the life and safety of said an individual. If it was a witness, why would they be in danger? If it was somebody maybe perhaps making some sort of deal or an accomplice or an informant, their hand in this situation could be why they feel the need to redact this based on the fact that, somebody might not be too happy with them. Thank you so much, Kat, for becoming a member. We appreciate that. Let's see. This is the conflict of interest. This is the conflict of interest documents. Because it says here, Ms. Taylor stated that her name appears on every document in the public defendant's office, but below her name is the individual who actually represents the name of the individual in the case. Ms. Taylor specifically issued the media as brought to attention Jennifer Oliphant, court minutes, page 1. The two cases involving Xana Kernodle's mother, Ms. Kernodle, Ms. Taylor stated there was an open felony case that she was not assigned to and a case that she has since been conflicted out. Ms. Taylor stated further that that was a 2017 misdemeanor case, which was sentenced, and her office was waiting for her to be withdrawn. So this is all about that. All right. Oh, here's some DoorDash stuff. All right, let's see what we get from DoorDash. This is who we thought and assumed was, or this is what we know of at 4 o'clock in the morning. Let's see if something comes out of this. DoorDash. Maybe the person that's on that financial stuff that's also redacted could be DoorDash. All right, this is 1226 assert, well after obtained a search warrant for DoorDash. The information and the description of property is just 1122 King Road. So I'm guessing it's just the detailed information of the DoorDash, when they arrived, when they left, picture of the food that they probably submitted when they dropped it off in front of the house. Let's see. So they did talk to DoorDash. That's good. I mean, I'd assume that they did. They had to cross that T and dot that I, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure that, you see right here, it goes, all information in your possession and control related to the sales, deliveries, purchase, and transactions made to 1122 King Road, Moscow, 83843 for the period of January 1st, 2022 to present, to include date and time of sales, date and time of deliveries, purchases, and transactions, name and identification of the driver, full description of the vehicles used, and any and all communication between driver and purchasers. So I'm assuming there's stuff there, but they're trying to rule out the DoorDash driver. Extreme Networks. I don't know what Extreme Networks is. We'll scroll down through all the stuff that is just repetitive. I do certify warrant was served via email by Detective Neil Uhrig of the Post Falls Police Department, and the appended inventory contains true and detailed account of all property taken by me. All right, when was this? December 12th. And decrypted access to the following computer. Extreme Network Service Tag. Post Falls Police Department. Where's that at? Post Falls. That's north. That's near Coeur d'Alene, where Kaylee, Jack DeCore, and their family from. Interesting. Let's see. Decrypted access to the following computer. Extreme Network Service Tag. I wonder if somebody worked up there at one point. That's weird. I need to look into this more. What do you guys think this is? Decrypted access to the following computer, Extreme Network Service Tag, which is up here by Coeur d'Alene, where Jack DeCore lives, and I believe also Kaylee Goncalves lives. Huh. Interesting. I think Maddie was from Post Falls, maybe. You know what? I got about 10, 15 minutes. I'll send you the link. Brian, let me do that real quick. I'm going to send it to you via email real fast. That way I don't have like a bunch of people jumping on at the same time. There it is, Brian. I sent it to you. Kaylee's employer was Extreme Networks. Okay, makes sense. That makes sense. That's probably info on who broke into Kaylee's LinkedIn account. I remember that. That also makes sense. So we brought up that his hands were super red, and Blue said that his hands could have been bleached, and that can happen. Doing a scanner app. All right, Brian, if you're ready to come in, just give me the thumbs up. What's going on, Brian? How you doing?
What's up, man? This is crazy, huh?
Yeah, this is nuts, dude. There's some. I mean, they really, obviously, they were going to do their due diligence. But for those that don't know who you are, introduce yourself, man.
Yeah, sure. My name is Brian. I'm over on the Opinionated Idiot YouTube channel. I follow the Idaho 4 murders as well. We talk a lot of that over there. We just had Daniel and his Big Blue and over on the channel last night, so we had a really great session over there. And I just said, hey, man, I'm around. I know you kind of going through this, and I'll jump on and hang out with you. So here I am.
Yeah, man. Thank you for showing up.
Yeah,
Thank you
man.
for coming in. We had a great conversation yesterday. So if you had this information last night when we talked about what if the evidence were strong or not, I think you may have won this one.
See, and it's funny. I saw your clip video today. It was hilarious. We're kind of like going back and forth, and I was like, yeah, you got me.
Yeah, but this one here is one that they're really pushing at it, and it really does seem like they have a lot of information.
Yeah, the thing that I look at is, to me, I think a lot of these documents, I believe me, I just caught in like maybe 10 minutes of the show, but from what I typed in the chat, I said, they're really trying to find that connection. Like, what is the connection here? And they're just scrubbing everything digitally, what accounts, bank accounts, were there, money transfers between any of these individuals? Was there any money transfers between Brian and any of the girls? They're really, really scrubbing. I still don't think they have, what is the connection?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right here, I'm looking at it. They're going through their Google Pay.
Yeah. I think they're really they just can't figure out like why, if what is the connection here between these kind of polar opposite people? Where is it?
Well, it could mean one or two things. It's probably the second, but the first one is maybe perhaps they couldn't find anything concrete, so they're having to go the extra mile to figure out if there's something there.
Yeah,
or they're just crossing their T's and dotting their I's and making sure, because of the high profileness of the case, that it.
Yeah, just literally combing everything, just seeing.
Yeah, because this one's Google LLC, data related to Google account, and there's redaction. So whose Google account? This was on January 4th, so this could be Kohberger's. Let's see. Google Pay. So this is probably going to go through all of them again. But it helps get through.
Go back up to keep going up. Stop right here. What's this? Google account numbers. It says something. Drive documents. Keep title notes. Hangout and chats. So they're looking at messages, including attachments or photos, searches and browser history. I mean, really scrubbing all these YouTube registration emails. I don't know if you read any of this. I'm sorry.
No, I scrolled through it. I saw
Google
it.
Play,
I didn't read it out there. I wonder if he was a subscriber.
Yeah,
YouTube. You are either
Imagine
for
that.
right. Let's see. Inland cellular. And so inland cellular is the next one. It's the same stuff over and over again. Disclosure, blah, blah, blah. And this one's November 17th. So this one's earlier. And this one emailed to blank at 10:44 hours. That's interesting. Data records associated with blank island tower data dump. So I'm assuming inland tower. What is this? Well, let me go. Inland
cell tower data. So they were seeing if anything was pinging off the cell towers, possibly.
On November 17th? They didn't know who Kohberger was then.
Hang on a second. Let me just look that up. Let's see what that is. Inland. What was it? Cell tower?
Yeah.
And it was.
And Stacy Cash. Yes, this is very, very new.
Let's see. Cell tower dumps. Another surveillance technique. Practice demanding enormous amounts of cell phone location information.
But without having an idea, unless they were trying to figure out, unless this is them trying to figure out the whereabouts of the victims the night leading up to the incident.
Yeah.
There was a lot of question about Xana and Ethan and when they left the party.
Yeah.
So this could be that. This could definitely be that. Let's see. The matter application search warrant for inland search warrant. So like, yeah. All right. This is
right there.
This
is associated with certain cell towers. Yeah.
Records generated by cell network are in possession, custody, and/or control of inland cellular, the service provider.
So that's going to be who owns that certain cell towers or cell towers they're looking at, the company that owns them. Yeah.
Yeah. GPS coordinates locate. Oh,
wow.
Half a mile.
Yeah.
Is
Time
that
3 a.m. to 5 a.m. Wow.
Is that the radius of half a mile?
Yeah, it looks like distance from location. Let's see, real time.
All right, let's just figure this out. If it's only half a mile accurate, measure it out here. Let's change this to miles. Put it right here. Is right there. So this circle here is where more or less the half mile mark is. Oh no, that's a quarter mile. I'm sorry. Half mile is way out here. Oh man. Because it goes up as far north as the University of Idaho is half a mile away. Exactly. And so that's a big circle. That's a really big circle.
Yeah.
All right. That's good to know.
I think we need a few more people in the chat to hit that upvote button. That's what I see.
Yeah.
We got under 2,000 people here, just under, only about 1,100. If you guys can hit that upvote button, that would be really appreciated. It pushes this channel out into the algorithm.
It definitely does.
Help these guys get to the 35,000.
Hell yeah, man. That's the goal. That's the goal. So between, this is the a distance from the location is a half a mile between the hours of 3 and 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And so that tells us the radius of accuracy, in my opinion. I could be wrong. I'm not a cell phone analysis or stuff like that. But yeah, it could be wrong, but it seems like it's about a half a mile radius for the accuracy. K-Bar Knives Inc.
Jeez.
So they even went as far as getting warrants on them. Let's see. How much you want to bet that this was wait a minute. on the 5th day of December. Why did they wait that long?
The one, the
11.
third one, 11/29. Yeah.
That was after Kohberger was
Arrested.
not arrested, but they knew of him.
Yeah. Inventory,
So,
search warrant. Oh, look at this. Description of property.
K-bar 1218. What is that?
Verse 17. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Serrated edge.
Yeah, hit images and it will probably pull a photo up of there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yep. And that sheath, there's that sheath with it too. Just exactly as described. Wow.
What is the 828? 9128. 9120. I have to say it over and over.
9128. I got you.
Chapter 3, 9128.
I'll be a researcher. Oh yeah, yeah. Pretty similar.
Yeah, it's Iraqi free. So this guy was really trying to push it off on the military aspect.
Yeah.
If this was the knife that they used with that insignia on it.
How you feeling now, Daniel? After all this information comes out.
Oh man, they got a lot of K-bar stuff. Distribution regarding blue knives, distribution regarding a lot of redacted stuff, which I'm thinking Amazon is one of them. Whatever else that we had seen.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I still think that I always thought it was Bryan Kohberger.
Yeah.
My question still comes in is there somebody else involved with Kohberger?
It's starting now. You know, it's funny they said that because even during our show last night, and I think the previous time I jumped on here and just listening to you talk about it and hearing the different perspectives and angles, I'm starting to think now maybe there is someone else involved in it because there's either a driver or there was two people that came into that house. I know that someone was talking about this too. Do you think that he popped, because you know how like we were talking about blood DNA evidence and thinking what such horrific scene it was, and there's no mention of having blood on him or anywhere else, just that one footprint that's outside the door leaving out the back. Do you think that it's possible that he could have been wearing one of those what do they call it, the protective suits, like all black, like a what do they call that, a Mylar suit or whatever?
Right. It's quite possible. There was one thing that we were looking at not too long ago. We did a video on it. It was we looked up a bunch of the DeSales University criminology courses on YouTube and what those courses design. And one thing that they had in there was how not to contaminate an a scene with your DNA. And they had those coveralls to in there, so he would know how not to contaminate a scene. And so we have a $9.99 super sticker from Jackie Ho. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
And it's crazy, that knowing that he studied BTK, he studied under the professor that wrote the book. I mean, BTK was so good at covering crime scenes and kind of just melding into his environment. So, I mean, knowing that background, reading the tactics or whatever that he may have used, and using that as an advantage in his spree here. So. What you got?
Tinder records. Tinder records.
Ooh, there you go.
This is what we were talking about earlier. Tinder records. All right, let's see what they got. This is a good find.
What's this?
On 12/5.
12/5/22.
So Kaylee Goncalves.
Wow. Oh wow, man.
That is huge.
Connected to her on Tinder. They were talking, man.
You see, the Goncalves family came out on Chronicles of Olivia, right? And they were talking about how she went on a date with somebody who called her a bitch.
That's it, man.
And I was like, if she went on a date with somebody that called her a bitch, then that's probably somebody she doesn't know, right? So that leads one or two things that she met, or one or three things. She met him online, maybe a blind date or setup, right? And so that this could be big, dude.
Starting to come together, man. You're scrubbing through it. I give you a lot of credit, brother. It's really scrubbing through it. This is good. That's big.
No, it is, man. Tinder records.
So what could have happened? Let's just think. Let's quarterback this. He's on Tinder. She's on Tinder. They have a direct connection. Start talking. Maybe they meet, and she thinks he's creepy or something like that. He gets mad, and she calls it off. He gets mad, and then there you go. Or maybe he's just talking to her. They go out or something. She kind of backs off. He continues to try to talk to her through the app. She just kind of says, hey, unfollows him or whatever. He starts stalking her.
Right.
And that's it.
Mm-hmm. That is insane. But thank you so much, Wilkes, for your
new membership.
Yeah, we have a new membership. Thank you so much. So here it says here, but here's the thing, though. I'll play devil's advocate for you.
Sure. Yeah, we like doing this.
Jack DeCore, recently broken up, has access to a lot of the information that, possibly passwords, things of that nature.
Sure.
They hadn't been broken up long. 3 weeks is what came out by the family. She was moving away. She went on a date. She's on Tinder. He's at the bar the night of the incident. I mean, if I was Brian's defense attorney, I would be pointing at that direction. Yeah. But if they have Kohberger, purchasing a knife, then you have him dead to rights. But this doesn't look good for two people, in my opinion. This doesn't look good for Brian, especially if he's on this and he's on Tinder. He's been known to use Tinder. A female came out forward saying that Tinder was, she met him through Tinder.
Yeah, I was gonna say that girl that she had the interview
Birth
with.
Hips. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Birthing hips. So
yes. And he went to her house too. He kind of I wouldn't say muscled his way in, but she said it was very awkward. Like he kind of oh, do you want to go in the house? And she said it was just odd. I remember she said something about dismissing herself, going to the restroom, and he kind of followed her in. So yeah.
This is
what was that? Match? Match.com, dude. Go back up.
Yeah. It says Match Group, Tinder records.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So Tinder is part of the Match Group.
Probably part of Match.com, yeah.
Yeah, Match Group LLC is the main name. There's probably several different things under there, like Bumble and Plenty of Fish. Ones I can think off the top of my head.
So what is it? El Guapo 42 has got a question for you, Daniel. He's asking about the knife.
The knife. So what they've been showing on here is just a bunch of stuff that leads us to believe that they have found some sort of receipt of a knife.
Yeah.
What's that? Let's see. But I don't know. I got this right before we went live, and I went through probably the first 20 pages and said, we got to talk about this instead. What? Now, here's the other thing. All right. Let's it's page 447.
That's okay.
Match Group, Tinder records, different phone number, 1224. Yep. That's not Bryan Kohberger's. Somebody else in that house was also on Match or on Tinder.
Yeah, I mean, you figure you got a bunch of people in the house.
I want to go back up because they had the phone records. I want to see who had 1224. Yeah, that one.
I have it too. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, because it was under the phone records, and I have no idea what page that is.
Yeah, I'll start scrubbing it. You go do your show, and I'll scrub through and see if I can find it for you, brother.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's 769 pages.
Yeah, there's a lot. Thank you, Christine Brown, and thank you so much, Samantha Leon, as well, for your $2 super sticker. We appreciate that. LA did clear Jack. That is true. That's true. I'm just saying that Kohberger went to a neighbor, said that he felt that this was a situation of a crime of passion. Normally, that would be an ex-boyfriend type of situation, ex-husband, ex-spouse. And so, this is Maddie's.
Oh, really?
Madison was also on Tinder.
Tinder. There is one. Yeah. Yep. There's her phone number there.
1224.
Yep.
Yeah. So this was Madison also
Wow.
on Tinder. All right. So everybody was wondering how he may have
this
knew
could be
who
the
these
possible
folks were.
connection.
Yeah. This is probably what the connection is. And this says Tinder. This is another person. I wouldn't be surprised if this is Xana Kernodle's Tinder. I don't know how long she was with Ethan. So, they're looking at all the way back to January of 2022. So there's a possibility that there's a lot of property.
All redaction there.
Yeah, unique identifiers.
Oh, wow.
This is this. There's a lot of redaction.
Yeah, there's a lot of redaction. Wow.
And this is also for Match Group, LC/Tinder, aka
wow,
Tinder.
that's all redacted.
And this one doesn't say for whom, like the other ones do. I was hoping it would. All subscribers' information between March 2021 and March 31st. Search warrant. Man, this is a lot of redacted accounts.
Yeah.
But this is from a long time ago. All subscriber information between March 1st, 2021 and March 31st,
That's
2021.
Interesting. Including not limited to biological, biographic DNA. That's interesting.
Like, was there somebody else? Or was there perhaps... That's a lot of people.
2021, though.
Yeah, like, what does that have to do with this case?
Right.
And all this redactedness.
2021. He
was in DeSales University.
Where was he?
Yeah, he was up in Pennsylvania still in 2021.
But I wonder, I don't know. I'm just going to throw this out there. I wonder if he knew he was going to go out to WSU. He gets on a dating app to try to connect with some people out there. To meet.
But that early? Area. I mean, because he went out there to, well, maybe I don't know if he went out there, but he spoke to the chief of police in Pullman and in Moscow to become one of those volunteers, right? Mm-hmm. And an intern. But that was 2022 in the spring. This is spring of 2021. That's weird. That's weird. I don't understand what that would have anything to do with the case itself. Let's see. There's some more Match Group, LLC, Tinder, and this is all the same stuff. And this one says, this is for the same thing, right? Match Group, yeah.
A lot of redaction too.
And see, this is on January 25th. Is for the search warrant for that. So I wonder if this is for the search warrant for Kohberger's. Because of how late it is, it's January-ish. Right?
The warrant redacted.
Yep.
Oh boy, it's a lot.
And then it has this, so I'm guessing that whatever device this is, I'm assuming is a phone.
What were the initials again, Daniel? I'm sorry.
IMEI. Isn't that the phone serial number?
Let's take a look. Info check.
Thank you, Amy Ruker, for your $5 super sticker. We appreciate you.
Yeah, it's a
cell phone number for a serial for a cell phone, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, it's basically what it is. Yep. Redaction.
June
phone number
1st.
Yeah, it's basically like a serial number.
Yeah, they freaking redacted everything, so we can't figure out what they're trying to say there.
Addresses.
Oh, wait, watch this.
Yep.
All subscriber information, conversation history, photos, and videos belonging to account holders communicating with Bryan Kohberger.
Wow.
Somebody was communicating.
Yeah, this is how they met.
That's huge.
Yeah. Thank you for the membership. Thanks for joining. Thank you for joining the show. That's great. And the
subscriber
by Amy. Thank you. Wow. That's this. Yeah, this is it, man. It's like social media. They just started talking.
Mm-hmm.
Subscriber information involving accounts registered, IP addresses. Yeah. All communication, content, and records, data files, deleted files, emails, text messages, videos, photographs. Let's see. Attachment sources, destination, addresses, times, date, information, images. Wow. Yep.
Yeah. But they're wanting, communication with Bryan Kohberger.
Yeah.
So it sounds like to me, and this is just my speculation, is that he ran into him on Tinder, probably tried to message them on Tinder. They didn't respond back. Maybe they didn't even swipe. Or maybe, well, if you message them, then you'd also have to swipe right?
So on a dating app,
like Tinder.
So a lot of the way it goes is you make I don't know how it is on Tinder, but you make a connection, and I think the woman has to accept your connection to start chatting.
Right.
So he would swipe right. They would have to, it would pull up like this person's interested in you, and they would have to connect to him. I think it's on the ladies.
It's a mutual. No, well, maybe it's been about like 7 years since I've been single. So
I'm single and I've used the apps. So Bumble is like that. Like I can swipe right on a girl, and then she has to connect to me for us to chat. I don't know about Tinder. Hang on, I'll just check.
I think Tinder has to just be mutual. If both of them swipe right, then correct. I don't think it matters. Meta platforms, that's Facebook.
Yeah.
We've been
so the way it would work, I'm sorry to cut you off, Daniel. So like if I like a girl on Tinder, there's a little heart. I can heart her. It would send her, hey, this person's interested in you. She does have to connect to me to do a mutual match to chat.
Yeah.
And listen, they're college kids, so probably every guy that's hitting them, they're just swiping and go, yeah, I'll talk to him. I'll talk to this person. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Man, that's insane. And let me see, what was the date on that one real quick? Because I had somebody say make sure to check the date on it.
It was early, I think. Was it January?
Tinder account. Okay, wait a minute.
Yep.
Having given proof, probable cause believe that the property referred to and sought upon premises consists information related to the investigations, the homicide of the victims, the Tinder account of Bryan Kohberger with any other. So Bryan also had the Tinder. So that's proof there. And that he had Tinder generated on or between June 1st, 2022 and to the present including. Wow. So he had just gotten on Tinder June 1st, probably a month before he moved out there, trying to get it,
social thing
acquainted.
Going. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so conversations with this was what was the date on this? 2/2.
2/2.
So
let me ask you a question. How do you feel about all these documents being out there now? You think it hurts the case?
Nah, man. I think that there was a lot that people were starting to be suspicious on, and I think fingers were being pointed in the wrong direction in a lot of places. Meta platforms. I'm fairly positive that's Facebook and Instagram.
Can you just go back up? I'm sorry. I just want to see something that was at the edge of a document. Keep going up one. What's that say? Motion to seal. Okay. Seal search. Okay. All right. It's just basically, okay.
So this says here that it is for, this is on 11/30, but they had requested the warrant on the 21st. So before they had the car, they wanted Facebook and Instagram, which contained requested information. So do you remember how they said that there was somebody that was in the DMs requesting to talk to them? I'm guessing this is it.
Yeah. This is the connection.
Yeah.
100%. Oh, what was that?
Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, wow. And then
so he messaged them on a lot of different places. Twitter, Tinder, Facebook, and Instagram. So this guy definitely has a problem, man.
Yeah. What's it say? Entered, obtained by Lear's. What's that? Lear's portal?
Right here. Lear's portal. I'm assuming that is just there's some kind of platform that they allow them to enter.
Facebook. Okay.
Yeah, like some kind of, so that they can go in there and see requested information. Yeah. But Facebook and Instagram.
This guy was rocking.
Yeah, he definitely was. I like I said, I think this shows pattern, this shows habit, this shows stalking.
It's Google. Google Lears stands for Google Law Enforcement Request System. Google Lears is a portal through which law enforcement personnel can submit and subpoena court order or other legal requests for information about data in Google users.
Yeah, $2.99 super sticker. Thank you, Erica, for your support. We appreciate that.
Wow. They were checking everything, scrubbing everything.
Yeah. Thank you, Creed64, for your $1.99 super sticker. Let's see. A jury loves circumstantial evidence. Try you're innocent with a jury or judge. There's a good survey question. Yeah, well, that might be the next one for the next show for sure. Let's see.
You guys could hit the upvote button. We got 2,000 people watching and only 1,200 upvotes. Let's get up to 1,500.
That would be great.
Stream ends. That'd be really great. Oh, Facebook. Look at this. Instagram. Oh,
one of them was Instagram.
Yeah.
All right, we're on page 537. Let me go up to the banks. Let me see if they're all in the same order. If it's always the same order, then I would assume it's the same order there.
Yeah, and they're redacted.
I said 557, right?
Yeah. I got you.
Numbers are my worst, dude. You think names
That's all right, bro.
If people thought names were bad, numbers are
well, you're scrubbing through 769 pages of a document, so
wow.
I got it right here. It's Ethan, Madison, Xana, then Kaylee.
Is it always in that order?
Yes.
Okay. So where was it?
5. Oh, now I lost the number.
Was it 5? I thought it was 557.
557.
Or was it 570?
Chat, let us know.
$2 super chat. Thank you. Oh man. Let's see.
Find it. Just keep scrubbing down.
Oh, this is the forensic lab. I hadn't gotten there yet. Meta platforms. All right, so
that'd be right in here.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that redaction that was up there.
No, that's just the end of the page. Yeah,
it was all scrubbed out.
Must have been further up here. Well, anyways, only one of them.
557.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Why isn't 557 popping up for me when I want?
There you go. Keep going down.
Because it says forensic lab. We were still on the meta. I don't know, but you saw that there was 4 names, and then there was the last one said.
Last one was Facebook and Instagram, which would make Kaylee,
the Instagram messenger.
Yes,
thank you, Alejandra. And $20 super chat. Thank you, Deplorable Golden.
Wow.
All right, Moscow. What did you find? USB external HDSN. Bryan Kohberger's phone data. So,
oh boy,
that's where that came from. I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah.
What I am surprised, dude, the biggest thing that I'm surprised about, and I shouldn't be surprised, because there was the date, which is Kaylee being on Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the biggest shock to me. Remember not to forget about us, Brian.
I think that Chris, never. Always,
never.
She's a subscriber to my channel too. She's awesome. She's one of the OGs, I call her.
Nice. PayPal/Venmo.
Oh,
let's see what they got here. The 22nd, 19th day of November. From Venmo, PayPal.
Michael Douglas.
Just the financial records again for the victims. Again, this is, man, they hide the good stuff right in the middle. Be right at 500 and something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, but man.
Yeah.
PayPal, Venmo, the same
what's
stuff. Yeah, it's just PayPal and Venmo.
Okay.
And they're looking at any deposit, wire transfer, evidence of cash. I mean,
See if
it's all the
there's any
same thing that
capital.
they had
Yeah.
over and over again when they were looking at the banking information. Normally they'll have something like, all right, let's see.
14 days. Sure.
Yeah, 14 days. That just says, 14 days to pull
Yeah.
it. Reddit.com.
Oh, Reddit.
Now, this is probably because of the, I'm assuming it's the thank you so much, Susan, for becoming a member. And thank you, got another for your $20 super sticker. We appreciate that. I'm assuming this is for the survey for trying to find violent offenders, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so Reddit. That one was before he moved. Let's see when this is taken into place, because if this was like in December, like in January, then maybe this is inside looking in. Remember there was that guy on Reddit that everybody was assuming was Bryan Kohberger.
Oh, what's that?
Wait, what?
Reddit in Kaylee's name.
Kaylee's name is there.
Yeah, that's
4818 on Reddit.
All right.
Okay, yeah, November 20th. I obtained a search warrant for Reddit.com. The warrant was served the 1st. On the 19th, received an email which contained the requested information. And so the requested information was on. Is she on Reddit?
I'm going to look right now. Let's see. I'm seeing something here. Idaho murders victim Kaylee Goncalves had reported possible missing woman sighting to police. Fox News article 2 months ago.
Yeah, I remember that. But
wait, hang on. Possible. Goncalves called police. I'm just seeing if there's a Reddit connection. Maybe she was posting on there, or I have the article here. I don't see anything about posting on Reddit or anything. Let me see if I can.
Or did somebody search her on Reddit?
Yeah, hang on. Idaho murder victim was terrified of stalker. Yeah, she talked about a stalker too.
Yeah.
We know that.
So this is what they were looking for. All basic subscriber information, such as information collected when a user creates a Reddit account.
So there's
a information.
TikTok video that says Kaylee Goncalves' Reddit posts. Hang on a second. For the music there, buddy.
That could be interesting.
Do you believe? Oh no, this is just the Moscow murder stuff. No. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing there that I could find.
The matter of the application of search. Does this say anything? No. Reddit. I wonder what. Man, dude. Snap Inc. Is that Snapchat?
Snapchat. Yep. Who's this for? Let's see.
This is all the same stuff they've put in everything. All right.
Yeah. Redacted. Okay.
This was on 11/21.
Name. Yep, we might get a name here.
No,
redacted.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, still redacted. I mean, I'm assuming that the Snapchat information might have GPS of where they were. I know, like I said before, they were trying to find out where Ethan and Xana were majority of the night.
Right.
And so between August 1st and November 20th, that has to be Bryan Kohberger's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's a week after the incident.
All subscriber information. It's all the same stuff. Yeah. Snap Inc.
Yeah. It's
Custodian. What's that? Custodial of records. Snap Inc. 7 days. Which is stored, premise owned, maintained, controlled, and operated by Snapchat. Excuse me. You think it's for the girls? Kaylee and
if it's going to November 20th, I think it's Bryan Kohberger Snap. Yep.
Oh, what's this?
Oh,
Here.
you're
Oh,
fine.
held Zoom. Okay. No.
No, it's just that they wanted it sealed.
Yeah.
Do you think that this is, obviously why they wanted it sealed? Because it does kind of paint and Kohberger and possibly some connections between himself and the victims, maybe one, maybe possibly two. So they don't say anything.
I think from when I look at this, it's painting more of a clear picture now, of the connection. They had some social media interaction somehow, either through these apps or Tinder or something. I think what I'm kind of trying to understand here is, maybe they did connect through Tinder or one of these apps and were, conspiring, and, possibly one of them went out with him and thought he was a little creepy and tried to back off. And, I don't know. But
T-Mobile. This is a new one. New Jersey. I'm assuming this is for his old phone while he was in Pennsylvania. Kohberger's, that is.
Kathy Chapin, I have sent Bryan Kohberger $25. I'm just reading your chat.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Interesting.
T-Mobile. This is the first day of December.
Is that how you feel, Daniel? You think they connected through these social media apps, like a dating app?
I think that's how he found him. The GPS coordinates. I think that's how he found him.
Yeah.
Was through online. I think he may have found him on Tinder. I think that one of them may have swiped right, and may have been Kaylee. She did say she went on a date. I mean, it was reported she went on a date. I think that he became infatuated with the group of girls there and was trying to communicate with all of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
T-Mobile,
New Jersey.
So it's the service provider. Wait a minute.
Real-time tool location.
Lawrence, blah, blah, blah. All right. Believe consists of records generated of the cellular network that are possession and custody control of T-Mobile. The service provider, cellular service provider, further states that data possession of the service provider believe that the data may contain a homicide.
Whoa.
Right. But he didn't have T-Mobile.
Distance from location 2 miles.
Is this just the tower?
Yeah. Or that maybe they're looking within that specific area. The 2 mile radius of that.
Right.
What's that? 6 a.m.
Because he had AT&T, unless he had two phones, and he had a T-Mobile phone. What's that?
Sorry, you are therefore commanded. Oh, okay, all right, yeah, okay.
It's just
I was looking. Oh, new times, like whoa, like what's that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Service provider, advanced real-time tool, boundaries, distance,
that half mile again.
Yeah. I think this might be just another tower, a T-Mobile tower.
You think he took pictures?
I would say yes.
Considering how much we're seeing here of how much the cell data they want to see and all that stuff.
That could be why he didn't turn his phone off.
Yeah.
Or why he didn't leave it behind. It may have been why he had it on. It's been suspected that he only had it on airplane mode. That's been the talk, right?
Yeah.
Now, maybe because he wanted to take pictures with his phone and things like that, which it's only going to get him caught easier. That's for sure. What do you think?
I mean, just looking at how much data they're subpoenaing and looking through, I mean, it makes you possibly think, one, they're looking for that solid connection of like how these individuals all came together, but also, I mean, they're scrubbing everything for, information, conversations, photos, videos. I mean, it's a strong possibility he did, to admire his work. As sick as it sounds to say, to admire that work or something.
This could be Jack DeCour's cell phone because of when they were looking at it.
Sure.
This was early on. I'm sure they were looking at him as a suspect very early on. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did a search, got a search warrant for his cell
You
phone
remember
data.
too, they downloaded the information off Dylan and Bethany's phone as well too. I'm sure that's probably in here.
Kopacka had T-Mobile. Is that true?
Yeah. Oh. That's interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
What was his first name again?
Brent Kopacka.
Let me see.
Because whoever they thought they were looking at, the service provider, including any messages, records, files, logs, information that have been deleted, but still available to the service provider. So they were looking at somebody with a T-Mobile device early on in this investigation, is what that says. Subscriber name unknown. Subscriber name unknown.
Is there any documents for him? Any court documents or anything out there that we know of?
Nah, man, it's very hard to find anything from him.
Because I was going to say, if you could get that and cross-reference some of this to that.
Look at that. For the time period of August 1st, 2022 to present, which was November, very early in November of 2022, T-Mobile wireless number, subscriber name unknown. I wonder if somebody called. They got a phone number from there, from like a T-Mobile phone number, and they're trying to find out who was calling during that, around that time. Or the other thing is too, but why would it be unknown if it was Jack DeCour's?
Yeah,
I don't think it would be unknown. Oh man, we're at 658. Might as well just push through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'll hang out. For sure. This is awesome. It's interesting.
Somebody says they messaged me. Let me see.
Gotcha.
If they did on the other phone, I don't have it with me. I just have the one that I've been using recently. It's actually Google's phone, so that I can receive calls on here. T-Mobile.
Oh, you're doing it through your computer, Google phone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. I should probably do that instead of my cell phone.
Yeah.
I'm using an app for it. It's not my real phone number, but
yeah,
I got you. Oh, you can.
Yeah, I was using myself. It was an app also, but it was a cell phone number that I had connected. So I have something called a Focusrite, which is like an audio thing. So long story short, I used to be really interested in music and stuff like that, and I recorded and had a studio, and I used, like, for instance, this bad boy here is for recording music, not so much recording podcasts.
Right.
But it works either way. And so Umpqua, I'm probably pronouncing that so wrong, bank.
I played in a lot of bands in the 90s, recorded a lot of time. Yeah, we could talk about that sometime off air.
Nice.
A lot of stuff. I did a lot of stuff. Yeah,
man. Me too, man. Me too. Let's see. 1119 from this bank, and I'm sure it's just security video. Security video.
Oh, look at this. Entrance. Look at this. Entrance obtained by FedEx and email, and it's redacted after that. Search warrant. Oh, okay, I got you. That's how they sent the search warrant. Yeah, let's look at this.
Did I spell that wrong? UMPQUA.
Umpqua.
UMPQUA bank.
Yeah.
All right, that didn't populate anything.
Oh, excuse me. There you go.
That's images. Pullman, Washington, 2225 North Grand Avenue. Why is this not populating what I need to populate? Sometimes my Google Earth sucks, man.
Mine does too. It's garbage.
There's been times where all my pings are moved over in one direction or another. 225. All right, what was that address? I said North Grand Avenue.
Be right back. Be right back.
Grand Avenue, Pullman, Washington. All right, so why would they need video here? He lives here. He was seen over here. And then he traveled this direction to get to Moscow. Why would they want surveillance way over here? This is way far out of the way on the west side of Pullman Avenue, or Pullman, Washington.
All right.
So this is the area. I don't see no bank. Lumberyard.
Probably in that building right there.
Yeah, it's right there.
That's your bank right there. Can you see the drive-through? Go back.
Yep, it's right here. All right, so it's way out of the west, though, man. This makes things even more confusing. There's a Chase Bank right there. That probably has a surveillance on it, too. That's the ATM. There's the ATM there. That has surveillance. There's surveillance there. There's probably one there at the door. What would they want here, though? Watch. So this is that the bank. This is where Bryan Kohberger lives up here.
Yep.
In the Steptoe apartments. He went over here, and he was in this area for a few minutes before leaving. Why do they want this one way in the world over here? Oh man!
Oh wait, let's see.
This doesn't make any sense to me, man.
Why would they want that area? There?
Security video. Oh wait. Location. I was wrong.
Oh,
I didn't even see this.
I didn't see it either.
609 South Washington Street, Moscow, Idaho. All right, let's look at that. Let's see where that is.
It was like right in front of us the whole time.
No, man. Sometimes that's the way things work. 609.
It was easy.
Washington Street.
South Washington Street. There you go, South Washington.
Let's see where this is at. All right. Why do they want this?
What's that building?
I mean, this is where the food truck vendor was.
Oh, okay.
That's where the food truck vendor was. That's the closest thing that I can see around here. All right, so what's so special about this area here? This is that other bank, right? So drive up.
Yep.
All right, so let's look around. Where are the security cameras here? Let's see. You're gonna have some
ATM.
all right there.
Yep, and ATMs.
So, do they think he drove through here? Down this part of the street? Which was he at the grub truck? That would be crazy, man. I'm gonna rewatch the grub. I'm gonna rewatch the grub truck video also.
Do you have it?
I do have it. I have it. I have it blown up too, and so I'm gonna re-go through it and see if I see somebody in the background that I haven't seen before.
That'd be wild.
Yeah, because that's not that far.
No,
from the grub truck video. Which we know that the girls walked from the corner club down this direction to the grub truck, and then they took a private ride share from here to their home.
So where is King Road in?
King Road's over here.
Okay,
this is where
I got you.
This blue home right here.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to see.
Kind of.
Yeah, that's the
residence. Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
and so the only thing that's close by is the grub truck. It's literally 2 blocks
away.
away.
He was there, man. What if he was like stalking them when they were out?
That could be a possibility, man.
And then he just followed them. He was just following them all around.
Well, wait, let's see. So let's see. A search warrant probable cause believe that the property referred to and sought in upon premises consists of information related to a crime of a homicide. For the exterior camera surveillance footage from November 12th to November. So this is because while they were wait, what? That was before they got to the grub truck video. They were at the grub truck video at 1 something
in the morning. So this is the club. They would be at the club, right? They got there about
well, I don't know what time they got to the corner club, but they were at the corner. Is it saying the probable cause affidavit?
I'm going to look right now.
But this is from 9 to 12. He met somebody there?
Oh, this is so wild. Let me look. I have it. Just give me a moment here. Let's see.
Yeah, because this thing here says from 9 p.m. November 12th to November 13th at 12 p.m. Well, that's the next day at noon.
Got it.
Right? And so this is from 9 p.m. that night all the way to throughout the entire incident. But the fact that they're wanting it that early at 9 p.m. makes me question if there was something around at the time of the
let's see. Goncalves and Mogen were at a local bar between at the corner club between 10 p.m. and 1:30 a.m. on November 12th.
Between 10:30 and what?
Yeah, so it says on the evening of November 12th, 2022, Chapin and Kernodle was seen by BF at the Sigma Chi house on the University campus approximately 9 p.m. on November 12th to 1:45 a.m. And then it goes on to say Goncalves and Mogen were at the local bar, the Corner Club in Moscow between 10 p.m. And 1:30 a.m. on November 12th and November 13th, because obviously it turns over midnight. Approximately 1:30 a.m. Goncalves and Mogen can be seen at footage at the local food vendor grub truck.
Delivery truck video from UPS on United Parcel Service, UPS 6:15,
8:34 a.m.
Delivery truck video from UPS. But what days did they want it? Let's see.
The second.
Because this is all for UPS right here.
Yeah, go up. I saw some dates. Right.
Because they didn't want this information until
right there.
Second. Yeah, the second. It doesn't say location or place. Yeah. It just says that this is the UPS.
Approximately 8:34 a.m.
615 North Grand Avenue in Pullman. Let me see.
Oh, excuse me.
I think this is probably the UPS store.
Someone's saying Kopekia lived at the coffee house. Actually, he lived in Spokane. It's a little back and forth in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is over here by that other surveillance video that they were looking for that bank.
Yep.
What is this? Let me unpin it. What is this building?
Some like delivery trucks or something.
It's the UPS. Yeah, so it's the UPS. So it didn't happen here. They're not looking for video here. They're looking for the truck video. I wonder if this is when they dropped off something. Maybe a package at Kohberger's residence. Maybe the knife that he ordered.
Allegedly.
Right. Allegedly.
Oh yeah, US. What was that? US. I'm sorry, we're here.
It says any and all video that were recorded on any delivery truck in Moscow between November 6th and 14th. Oh, so they were just throwing some money on the wall on this. Yeah. See if they could see something like the white Elantra somewhere.
Summer Myers, thanks for the new membership. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Verizon Wireless, custodian of records. So, who is this one for? Interfere, blah, blah, blah. Disclosures.
May I greet Bagel, please? Money for drugs.
1116. No, this is the cell phone tower. So this is another cell tower. So that's 3 cell towers.
GPS
coordinates. Yep. So that's 3 cell phone towers that they have. That they're using to triangulate Kohberger's location.
There it is again. Yep. Half-mile distance between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m.
Yeah, so they're just trying to triangulate all of the stuff that they can from that area. Man, dude, this is a day of technology. You can't do jack without getting caught. That's
exactly. I mean, you got to think, man, there's cameras everywhere now. Like there's ring cams and there's, telephone, you have bank cameras, you have, cameras everywhere. You're going to be seen anywhere you go. It's crazy. Can you imagine how much people got away with in like the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s? Just the crap they could pull and not get caught. And how many unsolved murders were probably back then? Oh,
yeah, for sure, man. This is interesting. Data records associated with somebody from Verizon. This is our Verizon phone records. This is off of the November 17th. I'm assuming this could be one of the victims. Or maybe perhaps a suspect that they had at the time. Let's see. Because a lot of these could also be, remember they said that they downloaded Bethany's and Dylan's phone data and stuff like that. Verizon service provider, messages, records, logs, information.
Yeah.
That have been deleted but are still available. Okay.
So that's cloud-based stuff. Oh, yeah, look at this. Unknown at that time. Historical records, real-time and provisional records. Call details. Site information.
All text messages.
Text messages, cloud data. What's this?
It just says, please provide the information in Excel.
New Jersey.
Walmart stores.
Interesting.
Was that Arkansas? Bentonville, Arkansas?
Yeah. Bentonville, Arkansas.
Walmart.
Is that their headquarters? Legal department.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Probably their headquarters. Let's see. Where's the Walmart headquarters? Yep, Bentonville, Arkansas. The new Walmart home office would be in Bentonville on roughly 350 acres of land on the east side of J Street between Central Ave and 14th Street. So there you go. There's their headquarters.
They're going back for the K-bar stuff. All right. So more K-bar stuff.
Wow. So let me throw this out there. Is this they're searching to see if any of that was purchased there, or they know that these items were purchased there?
I think they're wanting a record of every all the of anybody that purchased that item
A
from there.
K-bar knife. Ah,
Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. They're going through Amazon. They're going through
Yeah.
Walmart. They're going through all
Gotcha.
these places to see if anybody purchased it.
Uh-huh.
All right, Yahoo custodian records. Yahoo
Checking all the search engines and
yeah. Okay. And I'm just scrolling through this quick. So this December 1st. And what did they pick up? Redacted. Wait a minute. But law enforcement requests.oath.com. What is that?
I'll try to pull it up. Hang on. What is it?
Law enforcement requests.oath.com.
Request.oath.com.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Nope, cannot be reached.
The person found in said place were blank.
Yeah, it says it's a site that can't be reached.
Hold on, let me see. It's law enforcement request.oath.com.
Yeah. Oh, I typed it wrong.
What?
Law enforcement request guidelines. Huh. Deploying verification, transparency.
You found it?
No, I was just reading what you had up. I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem.
I couldn't get it either.
Yeah, I didn't see anything there.
Yeah.
But what are they looking at from here? All the contents of emails associated with the account from August 1st. So this is
Kaylee Goncalves. Kaylee Goncalves. There it is.
Yahoo account
of Kaylee Goncalves. Huh. From August 1st, 22nd. So that would be about the time that his phone started pinging in that area, correct? Of King Road.
Yeah. The contents of all emails associated, or this could also be her email that she has associated with her Tinder or her dating. Stuff.
Yeah, makes sense.
Email sent, account draft, email source, destination address. So Yahoo.com. This is their. So basically, they were looking for Kaylee's Yahoo email.
Include stored. I'm sorry. Including stored preserved copies of emails sent from the account draft emails addresses. I want to see if there's any connection to like a Tinder service or anything. No, it doesn't look like it. Log files, yeah. That's probably what she signed up with Tinder. That's a good observation.
Yeah, or maybe Yik Yak. What is that?
Yik Yak. I'll look it up.
Yik Yak Inc.
Yik Yak. Find your herd. Anonymously connect to everyone within 5 miles.
Oh, wow.
That's interesting. Yeah.
This was on January 25th is when they attempted to get this. This was after Bryan Kohberger's arrest.
Yeah. So the app says, Yik Yak, find your herd. On Yik Yak, anonymously connect with everyone within 5 miles. It's obviously a social media app relaunched in 2021. Initially, this app started in 2013.
Gotcha. And it was on somebody's phone because it has that EMI number on there. Man, we're at 7:49. We got 7:50. We have 19 pages to go.
Yeah. if you guys can get us about another 100 upvotes, let's get this to 1,500. 1,500. I'm losing myself here. But 1,500, all these numbers before Daniel shuts the show down. We'd really appreciate that.
And this says here.
Account of Bryan Kohberger.
Yik Yak account of Bryan Kohberger.
They were seeing if they were chat.
So he had a Yik Yak account. So this guy was like really trying to hook it up with as many girls as or any girl. You know, that's what it seems like. He's going through a bunch of means to try
to connect
to connect to a woman, or somebody.
Allegedly.
Right. Exactly. That Yik
Yak.
Wait,
was that Yik Yak? I'm sorry, go up. It says Yik Yak shall disclose. Okay, all right. I see bold and I'm like, like
it's that 7 day stuff that it comes back. Here's Verizon Wireless again. This is definitely painting a picture. 100%. Washington. Wait, what did I miss here?
Yep.
Because all of a sudden this goes in the manner application search warrant. Washington State University.
Office of Registration. Wow.
So, based on the motion to seal warrant, related documents, court finds hereby order that the affidavit of the sealed search warrant, including exhibit search warrant, return warrant, and order of confidential exempt disclosure are sealed pursuant to Idaho court. Motion to seal search warrant. This is a search warrant of his office, I think. And this says Google services. But doesn't say much. Google service. It's just all that same old jargon that we've seen over and over again. We've got 3 pages left.
Yeah.
Google services. Google services.
Everybody in the chat, please make sure to upvote if you haven't. There's 1,900 people and only 1,400 upvotes. Let's get to 1,500 before the stream ends.
That'd be great because I just went through 760.
Yeah, give Daniel give him some upvotes. He just did 3 hours here going through 700 documents.
Yeah, 3 hours going through 700 documents, and I'll probably be cutting this up and putting this out on our other pages. Make sure you're following Drunk Turkey clips, Drunk Turkey show clips that may have some of this. Thank you so much, Gail, for your $5 super sticker. You want to answer this one? How do we upload?
How do we upload as far as
I think he meant upvote.
Oh, how do you upvote? Okay, yeah. So in the chat there below, you see a little thumbs up button. If you hit that thumbs up button, that's kind of an upvote, or smashing the like button. Yeah, appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So we're getting a picture here.
Yeah, we definitely are. We definitely are. And I'm going to go through these a little bit better than just kind of skimming through. I know a lot of it was repeat information, excess information of just kind of copy and paste of why they need this, disclosures, yada, yada, yada. But there is some key information in there. Key information. The fact that we now know that Kaylee, we know Kaylee, Maddie, and Bryan were involved in Tinder. You have the Yik Yak. You have the surveillance cameras that they were looking at in certain areas and certain times, which are surprising.
Yeah.
There's some surprises in there and some things that just make you go, wow.
Good stuff. I mean, this is solid stuff. This is stuff that we can really piggyback on, the channels now and start talking about. It's really good stuff.
Exactly.
I couldn't commending your work in the chat, by the way. So
thank you. I appreciate that. I was trying to get through and trying to find the main important parts of this. I will say this though. It doesn't look like they found the receipt for the K-bar knife, other than they were looking for some connection to Bryan Kohberger and a K-bar knife.
Yeah.
What do you think? I don't think they found the receipt, not based off of this.
Yeah, I think they were just canvassing possible areas maybe that I think Amazon is great. They canvassed Amazon, where could you get this knife? Amazon. What's another major retailer? Walmart.
Well, they did Walmart, Blue Knives. They went to K-Bar, the source themselves. So anybody that purchased one by online means or anything other than cash,
they're gonna know.
They're gonna know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you paid cash, like at a Walmart, because they did the Walmart thing. And so,
yeah, I mean, you got to think too, they have security cameras in there as well. So probably every single person that goes through a register, they can see that as well too. I mean, there's cameras in those places everywhere. So
I agree.
If he says I'm not there and they got him on camera purchasing the K-Bar, that's it. It's game over.
No, yeah. Yeah, but I think that there's a lot there when it comes to the possible connection as far as like communication. We know that he had images saved of Madison. We know that there was a lot of DMs to at least one of the victims that was consistently talking to him in one form or fashion. And now we know that there was at least the Tinder, and there's the possibility that this guy went on a date with Kaylee and is the guy that the Goncalves family were, that indicated that called her a bitch. Yeah. And so, I
mean, the way I look at it, the way I look at it is these kids are in a small town. You're just trying to basically connect to everybody. And this is why I think that there is a possibility she probably just went out with them. She's probably dating a bunch of people, just going out and seeing if she clicks with someone. That's what young college kids do. You know what I mean? Went out, probably found out that it was a little weird and just said, I'm going to leave or whatever. And you probably called her a bitch and see you later. And then started stalking them afterwards.
Yeah, no, for sure. Timmy Lund says, Christine Brown, I'm writing Bryan Kohberger asking him to take a polygraph test. Done me, FBI, Mike Anderson X, who owns a polygraph business. Brian writes back and wants to test. I will keep you posted. Keep you posted. Let us know as well. Please. If you guys have any other tips or things like that, email me at drunkturkeyshow@gmail.com.
Yeah.
I'd love to keep in the loop. But we are getting close to the 3-hour mark. I went through 769 pages. I think that's the most that I've gone through since probably high school.
Good job. Good job.
Even in college did I read like this?
Yeah. Good job.
In college, I just read the summaries and was able to get by.
Yeah. Notes.
Yeah, that's all I needed to do, and I was able to get by. We'll be back probably Monday night for a live, but I might clip out some of this. We might talk as more information comes out and more things come to light. I'll be throwing out some videos this weekend. So make sure you ring that notification bell. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, then ring that notification bell so that you get notified of that. Brian, let everybody know where they can find you at, man. I want to say thank you also for coming on and going through this with me for the last hour.
I love hanging out with you guys. So just hit me up anytime, man. If I'm around, I'll jump on and chill with you guys. So I'm the Opinionated Idiot YouTube channel. You guys can find me over there. Please jump over, subscribe. I'm going to have a live show on Sunday night. You know that I'll be going through this on my show. Daniel, if you guys are around and you guys want to jump on, you're welcome to come over and hang out. But yeah, I'll be going through this on Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you guys want to join me over there, I already have the live up. You can just check me out. And Drunk Turkey's the shit, man. They're awesome. They're good guys. So
thank you. So this is it. This is the page. So he's at 2.42K subs. Let's get him closer to 3, y'all. Let him know that the Drunk Turkey Show sent you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
No problem, y'all. Y'all have a good night. We'll talk to you guys later. We'll see y'all on the next breaking news segment. Peace.